Debbie Calhoun from Southeastern Cellular. Let me tell you about the perfect match. Singular's new push-to-talk feature and our new extended coverage area. That's right, now there's no need to carry two phones, one for push-to-talk and one to work in rural areas. Southeastern Cellular now has both in one unit. Come to any of our Southeastern Cellular locations for details.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boyz Toys. We're in Nauvoo, Alabama. That's N-A-U-V-O-O, if you don't know how to spell it. Great car show. I mean, there's probably 300 cars here. They're everywhere. The whole town's full of cars. You can smell the food cooking, vendors everywhere. I've got some great cars lined up this week. And next week, show is going to be from Nauvoo too, so you don't want to miss either one of them. So when I find the owner of this Corvette, we'll get started. So sit back and relax. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boyz Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boyz Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
First vehicle, Joe Blackston, a 1960 Chevrolet Corvette. Hey Joe, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. That was a long ride, wasn't it?
Pretty exciting too.
Y'all pretty slick up in Nauvoo. You just come in when you want to come in.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about your car, Joe.
Well, I'm the second owner of the vehicle. Bought it in 2000. Found it from a little old lady in Moulton, Alabama. That she and her husband bought it brand new.
And now, if you find a little old lady in Nauvoo, Alabama that's got a 64 Chevrolet you want, she knows what it's worth. She's
Yes.
going to know what that car is worth. Don't say I'll give you $500 for it, because she'll say you want the tires.
Right.
They know what they're worth now.
They do now since television, that's for sure.
So you found it around here? Or?
No, I bought it from her in Moulton. She and her husband bought it new there in Moulton, Alabama. And when he passed away, she kept it in the garage in the carport for about 10 years. It was in her way, so she had someone shove it out back alongside a fence row, threw an old tarp across it, and it sat there for another 10 years. And that's where it was when I found it. And it was an unsightly scene when I uncovered it.
Right. All right, what size motor now you got in it?
It's a 283 with two 4-barrels, which shoves the HP up to 245.
So it actually had the two 4-barrels and everything on it?
All original. We really didn't realize that when we got the car. I kind of fishing, but you're never sure until you tear it down. But when we tore that car down and began to run the numbers, every piece that came from the factory was on the car.
60, the 283s with 2.4s, there wasn't many of them made. Not with the two 4-barrels. It was a lot of them had the 283s.
Yeah, the 283 was the with a single barrel was 230 horsepower. That was the most. Of course, 1960 was the first year that Corvette went over 10,000 units in one year. Most of them were the 230 horsepower, which was a single 4-barrel. Next was the 2.4s, and then the top of the line was the fuel injected. That shoved the horsepower to about 275. I think.
Sound like you're a Corvette man. You are now, huh?
Slightly.
How long did it take you to do all the restoration and everything to it?
About 2 years. We tore it completely down to the bare frame, and everything on it was touched.
It actually takes longer than people think. People think you can do these. He's gonna get him.
Blew his tire.
The state trooper blowed a tire chasing that car. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only on Big Boyz Toys. Now, that wouldn't stage, and Greg ain't gonna cut it. We're sitting in Nauvoo, Alabama, and there's probably 200 people walking around, and some little rascal just come by and one day, what do you call him, crotch rockets? and he was flying, and there was a state trooper behind him with a blowed out tire chasing him, and he's still chasing, I guess. That trooper, he acted like he'd run the tire plumb off that car. He's gonna catch that motorcycle. And the motorcycle he looked like he smiled. He knew that trooper had a blowed tire.
That was interesting.
But if state trooper, if you're watching the show on the 15th of July, I hope you caught him. I don't know. But if you caught him, I know he's going to jail. The boy's going to jail. Well, let's get back to your car. I thought that was just a fire truck or something. I looked, kid's good. He's brave. So it took you about 2 years and you had to redo everything.
About 2 years, everything on it.
But you wanted to put it back just like it was supposed to be.
Yes, I wanted to be an original automobile. Now, you can't tell it by looking at it. There is one conversion on the car. I planned to drive it, so I wanted to be able to stop it.
Right.
So I put 4-wheel disc brakes on the car.
So you actually can't see it.
You can't see it.
You know, back when I was a teenager, we didn't have a problem stopping them cars. We used to look at them brakes and it stopped, so everybody's going to the disc brakes. But back then, we just slam on brakes, and if it stopped, it stopped. If it didn't, it didn't.
That's right. Sometimes it didn't. Although it's got 4-wheel disc brakes, I have the original mechanical brakes that goes back on that car. So
just in case you
in case you ever want a 100% conversion.
When you go to a car show in Nauvoo, Alabama, you see state troopers chasing, and they're just friendly because they'll come up and talk to you, right? We're just having us a good old time, so we're not going to take it out.
No, leave it there.
Good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Enjoy.
We'll be right back. Like I said, we're in Nauvoo, Alabama. That's Nauvoo for you people in the other part of the state that don't know how to spell it. You know, a lot of people, when you say molded carpet, they don't know what you're talking about. Auto Custom Carpet right here on Noble Street, downtown Anniston. Ken Howell and his staff, they have molded carpet for your vehicle. Molded carpet means it fits right in your vehicle. Pre-cut, all you have to do is pick out the color, tell them the make of the car, go in there on Monday, order that carpet. Guess what? Towards the end of the week, they'll be calling you to pick it up. Go home, it will lay right in that car. Any type car made, they have it right there at Auto Custom Carpet. Go by today or call and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, this day and time when you leave your home, you always wonder if your home will be safe when you return. Why not let the professional sales staff at Systems by Design in Oxford take all the worry out of your mind? With over 100 years of combined experience in home security business and 25 years in serving this area, they install only the best GE security systems. They have systems that can warn you from unseen hazards in your home while you're there or while you're away. Give Bob Bowo or one of his sales staff a call today, 831-9595, and tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. Kilgo Auto Repair, Pelham Road right here in Jacksonville, Alabama is your #1 location for all of your automotive maintenance needs. From minor and major tune-ups to brakes to air conditioning, transmission service, tire rotation, yes, and even that regular oil change. They do it all right there at Kilgore's. They also do maintenance on Gold Wing motorcycles, changing tires, oil, and tune-ups. From top to bottom, they can do it on the Gold Wings. Also remember, Kilgore's is your DFT trike conversion dealer for the state of Alabama. Stop by or call today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Next vehicle, Marcus O'Mary, a 1961 Mercedes. Marcus, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Mercedes. It's not many Mercedes around that people fix up back in the 60s. What made you pick a Mercedes to fix up?
Well, I'm not sure if it's a hobby or a mental affliction. I've always liked Mercedes. I've had several old Mercedes, and when I got the 61 model, they're rare. There's not many of them. It has a 4-cylinder engine in it, but it's got a carburetor per cylinder. Now you try getting those things synchronized. It's a real challenge. Yeah.
So you got 4 of them.
4 of them. It's been fun, and thank goodness for eBay.
We found a lot of parts on eBay, believe it or not, and a lot of the times they're at good price.
They were. I've seen a drastic increase in price in the last year or so. It's a fun thing, and cars, it's a wonderful hobby, and it really, with your buddies, it's kind of a brotherhood that a lot of these guys you see out here, I help them, they help me. It's kind of a fun type thing, and ladies as well.
If you want to have some of the best fun you have in your life, go to one of these car shows.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're listening to old music, and you never meet a stranger, and if you take a car, someone's going to ask you about your car.
Sure.
I mean, they're going to ask you. How many times does people sing one of these sitting somewhere? You don't see them.
Of course, my wife says all I need is a toupee and some gold chains and a silk shirt to go with the car, but I'm not sure that'd help me very much.
You about like I am. When you get old as I am, you just hope. Did you repaint it and all too?
No, I haven't. In fact, it probably needs a paint job. I have rebuilt the engines. We've rebuilt I really wanted to get the running gear like I wanted it first, and I just about have. And then I'll probably tear it all back down and paint it.
Now, are you from here, or where are you?
Well, I grew up here. I live in Jasper.
Now, do they have someone in Jasper that actually can work on these carburetors and all?
Well, I did myself.
Because, well, the foreign vehicles, a lot of time, if you fix up a foreign vehicle, it's hard to get somebody to work on it. Because
Well, it's a different take. Now I put new carburetors on the car. But I put new Webers, and it's just different slants. It's just a different slant. But I belong to the 190 SL Club of America, and we all help each other. You know, we get information on. They have a website. In fact, we're having a convention in Athens, Georgia this year, and we're going to drive the car over. And there'll be people coming there from all over the United States to the convention.
I seen you looking at that, it tickled me. We can put up engineer tape. I believe I put up an 8-foot fence. It won't take somebody long to come walking up.
Yeah,
I've had down in Biloxi. We're going back to Biloxi this year, and we filmed at Biloxi. We didn't get to go last year, but every year, and I mean, we put it double, high and low, and they'll crawl between it like getting between a barbed wire fence. And we just have fun with it, because most of the time they come up, they either know me or the guy with me. And if they know him and don't know me, I have some fun, because they don't know they're on TV. And then once that thing airs, I have to send them a copy of it, because we had some fun. We had some fun with it, because we put them little things on top of the head. There was tape there a while ago, you know, but we have fun with it. What else you want to do to the car?
Well, mechanically, we're just about there. I put an alternator on it just recently, put electronic ignition on it, and we're just about there.
Just about ready?
Just about there, and I drive it, you know, it's just a fun thing. And one thing I like about the Mercedes, it's a 4-cylinder, it's not a drag racer. It's just a fun thing. You don't expect to get out and run 120 miles an hour. It'll run, but it's just kind of a...
I bet you'll outrun that state trooper with one time.
But I try. If it's after me, I would.
Yeah, get you too. And
yeah.
You're looking big. Appreciate you being on
bet.
the show.
Take care. Thank you.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. I got one coming up next. The color on it's going to knock your eyes out. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back. Keach Optical, right here on Quintard Avenue. They're across from Amco Transmission on Quintard. I tell you what, the staff in their place are second to none. Hearing aids, they have hearing tests in there. They got hearing aids in there. And glasses, he's got any kind of glasses you want. He has the type like I wear that has no frame on it. He has these with the clip on it for sunglasses, just about anything. They have a doctor on staff that can do your prescription, you know, and also the hearing test right there. They do it right there into place and get your hearing aid today. Most turnaround on the glasses, they say turnaround's about 24 hours, maybe 2 days at max. Turn around your glasses. He puts a 10 in them. He does anything right there. So go by there and tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Hey everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. M&L Auto Repair, right there on 78, right across from the Quick Meds. Tell you what, Manuel and his staff can do anything that's known to be done to a car, they can do it. Tell you what, he's the specialist around here on carburetors. All you guys got these old street rods and all, or you've got some of the old cars, the carburetor ain't running right, he rebuilds Quadrajets, Holleys, just about anything. He's a Jasper engine dealer, and he has Jasper engines and transmissions. Also, they're TechNet professionals. They're members of the TechNet, so that means they're good. They do about anything, and when they rebuild a motor for you, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a difference. That motor's going to look different when they rebuild it. They put their special touch on that engine before you pick it up. So go by and see Manuel or one of the staff at M&L Automotive and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Now, T-Haw Harley-Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road. They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Char Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes, any type of classic car you could want. He has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call. Next vehicle, Wes McDonald, a 1935 Chevrolet Coupe. Wes, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you very
I
much.
love that color. Tell me about your car.
I found a car in Covington, Kentucky. I drove down and looked at it, and it was all original, and I decided I'd like to have it. So I found a trailer, and the guy that actually started it up and put it on the trailer for me, and I took it back to Pittsburgh, and the only thing I used off the old car was the body. I bought an Outlaw frame, and I bought the frame, and when I got the frame, it was like bright metal. And I was looking for someone to paint the frame for me, and I finally found this person. Someone told me about it, and I asked him if he'd paint the frame for me. He said, "Well, I'm so busy, I really don't have time to do that, you know." And I said, "Well, it's bright metal. You don't have to do anything, just paint it." So he said, "Well, if you'll take it all apart, you had all the components on it, suspension and everything." And I took it apart. He took it over and painted it. I think he felt sorry for me. He said, "As you take the old car apart," said, "bring the pieces over, use my sandblaster, and I'll primer it for you." So I took everything off the car except the body. I got down to the body, and I said, "Jeff," I said, "I'm ready to take the body off now, so you can help me finish the car." He said, "I'll help you finish the car."
Because you're doing most of the work.
Well, he did most of the work, but I did the taking it apart. Because the real work in a car is getting it ready to paint.
Right. The painting of it is easy, but getting it ready.
Getting it ready.
And then after blocking it and doing all that, that's what's going to take the time.
Right.
Spraying it don't take long.
That's right.
And show you how big this car show is in Nauvoo. Where are you from?
Well, I live in Pittsburgh at the present time, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Carbon Hill, Alabama. I've been gone 40 years, but still home to me. In fact, Gene and I used to ride together to work when I was going to college. I was a co-op student at Sedgeco, and we'd ride together to work. And it's good to see him after 40 years.
What do you think about the show here in Nauvoo? It's cars everywhere.
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
And if they come from Pittsburgh, you know it's a good one.
That's right.
It's got to be a good show. And they've got cars here from Tennessee. I've seen Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. I've seen several tags, different places.
Yes.
How long did it take you to do everything you want to do to the car?
It took 15 months, and basically a year of that was full time. We actually primered the car, put it all together because I had a different frame, and to make sure everything fit. The last thing you had to fit was the hood. And then we tore it all apart and painted it, and put it back together again.
So you actually put it together twice?
Yeah. Right.
All right, what size motor and all you have in it?
I got what's called a ZZ502. It's a 502 cubic inch Chevy engine with 502 horsepower. It'll run.
But you trailered it down here.
I did. I can't buy enough gas to get that.
Put a 502 put a 502 in it, it'll run on the trailer. It'll outrun most things sitting on the trailer with a 502. What else you want to do to the car? I don't see anything possible else you can do to this car.
No, and in fact, I've been retired about 7 years now, and
that's something I want. I want to retire. That's a good old days.
And the thing I do when my wife doesn't have me busy, you know, I go and help guys build cars just to have something to do. Help them build.
You don't do a lot of building cars because your wives will always find you something to do, son.
Yeah, I know it.
Because I know y'all have the same saying in Pittsburgh. If your wife ain't happy, you ain't happy.
That's right.
So she'll find you something to do. If it's just go to Walmart and watch her feel everything. Women tickle me. They can go into Walmart. My wife will do it. She can go in Walmart to get a gallon of milk and stay 3 hours. She got to feel everything in there.
Got to feel everything.
I go in there and get up what I want, go to the house.
I know what I want when I go, don't you?
Yeah, I ain't gonna stay long. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna be gone.
Right.
Because they'll say, "You the guy on big?" No, that's my brother, and I keep on moving. I'll tell you what, it's a good-looking vehicle. I don't see nothing else.
Thank you very much.
Before we go, what color you call that paint? They're all looking at it.
It's the 2001 Lamborghini Pearl Orange.
That's why it runs so fast. It got Lamborghini paint on it, ain't it? Now, did you see that color on a car or in a book? Or?
Well, the guy that helped me build the car, Jeff, I told him I was thinking about painting a dark color. He said, "You might be hard to keep clean. You need to paint a light color." So he picked out a Lamborghini Pearl Orange and a Lamborghini Yellow. So I said, "I'm not too sure." I mean, Pearl Orange, yellow. And I said, "I'm not too sure about that color." I said, "Let me think about this." I took it home. My wife and daughter was sitting there, and I said, this is the color Jill thinks I should paint that car. And they said, "Well, it's a fun car. Paint it a fun color."
Yeah.
So that's how it wound up that way.
Good looking vehicle. We'll be right back. Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you: Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service, I'll tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. Don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661. Oxford Tire and Alignment, Hammock Drive right here in Oxford, Alabama. They're your RV front end and tire balancing headquarters for this area. They also have the Top Dog muffler systems, and they carry Uniroyal, BF Goodrich, Michelin, Goodyear, and Dunlop tires. You guys with the street rides and the regular cars want mag wheels? This is your one stop for your mag wheels also. They do brakes from passenger vehicles all the way to a 1-ton dually. Front end on passenger vehicles, they're second to none in the area, and they fast and quick. Give Alan or Tommy a call today at 831-6320. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Next vehicle, Kenny Keaton, a 1966 Ford Fairlane. Kenny, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. Just like the other vehicle, Ford Fairlanes I've interviewed probably 4 in 5 years.
Is that right?
Can't find them.
You can't find them.
You can't find them in Biloxi, Mississippi, I've seen 2.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
tell me about your car.
I bought the car in late '66, and I've had it ever since.
You've had it ever since it was new.
Yeah.
You
Had
don't look
8,000
like-
miles on it.
You bought it brand new, you've had it all these years. All these years of marriage on it, still got the car.
Got it.
95% of people I talk to, well, I had this car just like this, and I got married and had kids, got rid of my car, got my kids grown, and went and found the car that I had when I got married.
Well, I had a lot of cars, but I kept that one.
Yeah, but these Fairlanes, you can put 4 or 5 kids in the back, and
That's
you
right.
can stack 6 or 8 in the trunk.
I didn't have 4 or 5, but I could have put them in there.
I mean, they had friends, you know, you can stick them somewhere.
Yeah.
We got a drive-in just opened up in Anniston, and the guy called me that owned it about 3 weeks ago, and he says, I hear you say that all the time. So we're going to have a contest out there one Friday night, and we're going to see how many people you can sneak in the drive-in in the trunk. We're not going to look in the trunk,
Yeah.
but once the car comes in, once you get in there, then they start piling out, just like we used to do when we was kids, teenagers.
Did you do that?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm 50
have
years
to.
old. It's way past the 10 years.
Yeah.
Old as I am, they wouldn't care. The drive-in I done it in, they've been closed for about 30 years, so it don't make much difference. What size motors and all that?
It's a 447 cubic inch medium riser with 2 4s on
I started saying 390 big blocks. What come in? 4-speed?
it. Yeah, it came with automatic.
The young lady that's so scared over there, does she ever drive it?
No, she don't drive it now, but she drove it when she was real young, not supposing to.
Oh.
And I caught her.
You talking about me sneaking in and driving? She's driving no driving license. Where's that trooper at? Tell me to come down here a minute.
And she need to be caught by that trooper right now.
And back then, you think about it, in '66, a 390 with a 4-speed in a car like this would fly. And it's so much different now. The kids these days, grandkids, teenagers, they got these little Hondas and Mitsubishis. They put these chips. You take 64 Fords or 394 speeds, put headers on them, a little cam and all, and
Drive them everywhere and race them too.
drive them everywhere and race them. When you go to the drag strip, you drive it to the drag strip,
That's exactly
race it,
right.
and if you didn't blow it up, you drive it home.
Yeah.
I think I was 18 or 19. I was in the Army. I was stationed at Fort Bragg, and I actually lived in North Carolina. That's where I was born and raised. And I went to the drag strip on Thursday night and was racing my Chevelle. I mean, Friday evening, I was on my way home running 55 mile an hour, and it just blowed it in half. I said, now, that don't make good sense to me.
You would have been driving it hard.
My mother, I wasn't married then. My mother said, you know, she told everybody, she said, I don't have a fast car, but I put 3 motors in a Chevelle. She helped me out every time.
Yeah.
Have you redone it, or is it just,
Yeah,
how long has it been redone?
It was in good shape. It's been a little couple of years ago. I got it out and completely redone. Body was in good shape, but and the interior's faded, and I just put all new interior in.
Now, what's your bride's name?
Rhonda.
Is it the one in the middle or the
That's
one on the
right.
end?
One in the middle.
Greg, the one in the middle is the one that's scared. Right over there, the
Okay.
one in the middle. That's the one that's...
And I had the,
he fixing to be on TV. Just a second. Watch him. He gonna slide back that way so he don't get on TV.
Yeah.
He gonna put that flyer down. You've got it completed now. Y'all just drive to the car shows and enjoy it. Where y'all from?
Carbon Hill.
Who?
Carbon Hill.
Now, how far is that
That's
from here?
about 6-7 miles.
Oh, that's how
down
far
there.
that trooper been chasing
That's
that
right.
motorcycle.
Probably.
If you go to Carbon Hill, watch for nails. That trooper done found
He
one.
may have found them.
He
yeah.
found something. and blew
Maybe
it
he
up.
gathered them all up.
Good looking, Big. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Let me tell you about a place right here in North Alabama that was voted one of the #1 romantic locations in the state of Alabama. Covenant Cove Lodge and Marina in Gunnersville, Alabama is that place. From weddings, family reunions, class reunions, bass tournaments, or just that quiet getaway for two, Covenant Cove is your answer. They have the Blue Parrot restaurant and lounge right on property. They have great food, good entertainment each and every night. They will assist you in planning and booking everything for your special event. Call Pam or one of the sales staff today at Covenant Cove and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to stop by. You know, a great privilege we have as U.S. citizens is that we can vote for a candidate of our choice in a general election regardless of our parties. When we look for a circuit judge, we want someone with integrity, honesty, and knowledge of the law. Brian Howell is that candidate. A graduate of Alexander High School, JSU, and the University of Alabama Law School, Brian has served as citizens in the United States Armed Forces for 13 years and as Assistant District Attorney for 14 years. So Brian is the best candidate for this position. So join me in November and vote for Brian Howell for Circuit Judge. You know, in the state of Alabama, one thing that better be working perfect is that air condition. For all of your central heating and air condition needs, contact Wayne Mizell at Mizell Heating and Air Condition here in Oxford. They are state certified, bonded, and insured. Wayne and his staff do service, installation, new construction, and that yearly inspection. You know, every time you get a yearly inspection on that air conditioning unit, they check the Freon and check everything out, and it saves on that power bill. So give them a call today at 835-0509. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Let me tell you about the best kept secret in Northeast Alabama. Cider Ridge Golf Club in Oxford, Alabama is one of the most beautiful golf courses you will ever play.